It's often difficult to understand how narcissistic individuals actually treat their partners, what it's truly like to be in a relationship with a narcissist. Whether you've been in a relationship with one or not, it's challenging to recognise what it's truly like until you are out of it. On the surface, narcissistic individuals come across as charming, even perfect. However, behind closed doors, their mask slips. Narcissists often treat their partners with a lot of love bombing. In the beginning, it feels magical. They shower you with attention, affection, support, flattery, promises. However, none of this is real. None of this is love. It's a hook, a tool to gain control quickly. Then they give you the emotional highs and lows. They praise you 1 minute and then ignore you or criticise you the next. Usually under the pretense that they're just offering you some constructive feedback. They're just trying to help you. And when you take on board their toxic advice, they start praising you again. This emotional rollercoaster keeps you anxious and creates that addiction to their approval. They use control, however, is disguised as care. They just say things like, it's only because I worry about you, it's only because I care. You go out with friends, they're constantly calling and messaging you, seeing where you are. And because people can be worried or can care now and again about these things, can have an intrusive thought and just want to check in and make sure you're all right, you think it's normal. However, with a narcissist, it's a persistent pattern of behaviour to the point where you feel like you can no longer go out. Narcissists want control. They want to control where you go, who you speak to, even what you wear. It's not concern, it's manipulation. They shift the blame. Everything is always somebody else's fault. Everything's always your fault. They lie, they cheat, they lash out, yet somehow you apparently made them do it. Narcissists dodge accountability at each and every turn. They use silent treatments and stonewalling. They'll go cold for hours, even days at a time. It's a punishment dressed up as needing space. You're the one that's left feeling confused. You're the one that's left walking on eggshells, desperate for peace. Narcissists also gaslight their partners. They twist reality. They deny obvious truths. They downplay feelings. They call you too sensitive when you react. They accuse you of being crazy when you find out information they don't want you to know. Over time, you start questioning your memory, your feelings, and even your own sanity. Narcissists also use a lot of devaluation, and then they discard, which is usually the disengagement because it's often temporary. Once they've drained your emotional energy, narcissistic individuals go all out to make you feel unworthy, invisible. And when they leave, it's often without any warning, or worse, it's in a way that blames you. Being in a relationship with a narcissistic individual is like slowly fading in your own life story. You lose your sense of identity. However, spotting patterns early on helps you reclaim your voice so that you can protect yourself in the future.